Hey everybody, it's Dina Rico with the Creativity Cave, and I have an awesome, adorable project for Easter for you today. It's super easy and super cute. So here is the adorable little sour cream container, and I have to give credit to two people who I got this idea from. One is Erica Serwin, and the other is Kimberly Van Diepen. But I changed up what each of them did just a little bit, and here is the result. So let me show you how to do this. Super easy. First of all, we're going to start with two pieces of paper. You need a 4 by 6 inch piece of printed paper, which I have here. This is from the celebration paper this year. Then I also have a 2.5 by 3.5 inch piece of Pear Pizzazz. Okay, I'm going to take these two pieces and create the sour cream container. So what I want to do is bring in my bone folder, and I'm just going to kind of curl this a little bit to help it want to form into the shape of the sour cream container. You've probably done this at some point in your life. I'm going to use the Mono Multi liquid glue, or green glue as I like to call it, and just put some on the edge here. I used to use sticky strip for stuff like this, but I find that you really need something strong to hold this, and in my humid climate, I find that often pulls apart after time. So now this is adhered. It doesn't take too long for it to kind of get sticky, which is great. Then, so right now I have kind of the shape of a toilet paper roll. And then I'm going to pinch one end closed and again put some glue in there. Real simple. You don't want to put a ton of glue because then it'll squeeze out the sides. Oops, like it just did there. That's gross. And then you just want to make sure that it stays kind of stuck. Now, once I've done that, I have the other end that's open, and that is where I'm going to create this fun little fringe. And what is kind of cool about this fringe is that I made it from this one piece of paper, and I have 2 layers. So the way I did that was I took this and my bone folder again, and this is the faux suede technique, where you're just going to run your bone folder over this paper a whole bunch of times until the paper layers literally start to pull apart from one another. So I'm just kind of breaking down the fibers that actually hold the paper, together. And I've done this many times before. It gives a really cool little textury suede look. So that's where the faux suede name comes from. Now when you do this enough, you can see the layers start to separate on their own, and that's kind of a good indication you've done it enough. So then I'm going to take that and just pull it apart. And as you can see, you get this really cool, it's actually really soft to the touch. It looks a lot like suede. Okay, now you can see I have a little tear there, and that's no big deal. So now I'm going to take and put these back to back, so the pretty side is now out instead of what it was the center of the paper. And then I'm going to bring in my fringe scissors, and I'm just going to cut up about 1 inch or so. Whenever I use these scissors, I never snap them closed, like all the way. And the reason is because often the cardstock will break at that point, I've found, and nobody likes broken cardstock or ripped, torn cardstock. Okay, so now I've got my fringe. Just going to fold that in half. No gluing, nothing like that. Okay, now I'm ready to stick this inside of my little sour cream container. Okay. Oh, I almost missed the best part. So that's my big bag of M&Ms. Look, they're Easter flavored. Oh, so I'm going to stick those in here like so. Ooh, it needs more, don't you think? Okay, so then I'll put a couple here because, as you all know, crafting is better with little chocolate. Okay, so then I'll stick this inside and take my Stampin' Up! Mini stapler. Boom, that's it. Treats inside, all protected, super duper cute. Okay, now this is a cute little carrot, right? But we have to make it like crazy cute by sticking a bunny tushy, because nothing's cuter than a bunny tushy, right? Okay, So let me have a little chocolate so I can get through this next part. You know, you need that energy. Okay, so I'm going to take a piece of white cardstock. I'm going to punch a 2-inch circle and 2 of the small ovals. That forms my bunny. So we got that. And these 2. Okay. Then I need a 1/2-inch circle for each paw. There's 1, 2. And then I'm going to use the Cupcake Builder Punch, and this, I'm just going to use the 3 little dots right there. So I've punched that twice. Okay. Let me set that back down. We'll get rid of the little confetti we don't need. And yum, peanut M&Ms. It's kind of my breakfast. Okay, so let me show you how I put this together. Very simple. Use a little fast fuse to stick the paws on, like so. And then I think I'll use a glue dot for the little 1/2-inch circles. And for their cute little teeny tiny feet, I'm just going to put a little dab of green glue where each one should be. And then I'll just stick it on there. By the way, a tip for the green glue is keep it on its side. A lot of people like to stand it up, but then all the glue sinks to the bottom. If you keep it on its side, it doesn't sink, and then you don't have to flick it every time, you know, to get the glue out. Okay, so then one by one, I'll just stick these on here. And since I really don't need to waste time having you watch me stick the little circles on there, let me show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, it's like that. So they're all stuck on there. Now I need to add a little pom-pom butt, because again, what could be cuter than a pom-pom butt on a bunny? So I have the Calypso Coral pom-pom trim, and I'm just going to cut off one of the little pom-poms here and stick that down. I'll use a glue dot to attach it. So the little cord, you know, that I just snipped is where I will put the pom-pom onto the glue dot, and then pick it up, stick it right in the middle of that little tushy. I also cut a framelit with the, or a banner with the banner framelits, and I'm just going to stamp the little saying that says Happy Hoppy Easter. This is from For Peeps Sake, I think is the name of the stamp set, but I'll have all the supplies listed in my blog post. Now I am going to just trim that little extra of the flag off because it's a little longer than I need. By the way, I hope when you stamp, you end up making a huge mess, because I just read the story that creative people are messy. I totally exemplify that. Okay, so now here's my little tushy that's done, and here's my little banner. I'm going to take one of these, see, things are flying in my office. I'm going to take one of these little in color clothespins, stick it on there, and then use that to attach it to my little treat holder. So how adorable is that? Like I said, all the supplies will be on my blog, thecreativitycave.com, as well as links. So if you need to purchase any of these things to make this adorable project, please do. Super cute. Thanks so much for stopping by. Have a great day.